What's up, Meta Stars? Saigon Starkai here, and welcome to 2026. Alright, you're probably expecting me to say welcome back to Overwatch 2, but the only reason why I'm on Overwatch 2 is because it's probably my most published game on the YouTube channel. Besides maybe Dead by Daylight, maybe Fortnite, 2K. If you count the 2K franchise, probably 2K25 and 2K24 and 2K26 all combined. Maybe that matches Overwatch, probably not. But, maybe even Star Wars Battlefront 2. But, I'm on Overwatch 2. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for 2025. 2025 was such a successful year for not only me, but the YouTube channel as well, of course. And I was able to graduate high school. I was able to go to college. I'm still going to college. It's my first year. I'm on winter break as of right now. And I wanted to post this video on, January 1st. But, it's only a day late, and I was just doing stuff January 1st. But nonetheless, alright, I want to thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Your support absolutely means a lot to me. I love you guys, and I'm going to make sure that I improve the content. Now, I just want to point out some facts that we did over the course of the year. Some facts and statistics. Now, if we go to analytics, for the past 365 days, I have gained 33,084 views. 33,084 views. So 33,000 views basically, is incredible, guys. That's 33,000 views. Whether that be like, one person watching a video 33,000 times, or 33,000 people just watching one video, or whether it be, 5 people watching some amount of numbers of videos and a certain amount of times to make up 33,000 views. Thank you guys so much. I really genuinely appreciate that. YouTube Shorts, in the past year, I have gained over 5,788 views. That's incredible. Once again, I don't really post on YouTube Shorts. I have currently 6 YouTube Shorts, so that's basically 6,000 views into 6 YouTube Shorts. So that's like 1,000 per YouTube Short, which is pretty good. And then live streams, okay? Now, for the live streams, I've gained over 4,000 views, which is kind of surprising to me that 4,000 people, or 1,000 people watched a stream one time, or you get the point, bro. It seems like my most popular one is a Roblox, and then my second one is Overwatch, and my third one is Dead by Daylight, and then the rest of them are Overwatch streams. I'm not surprised, but I'm kind of surprised about it was me playing Tower Defense Simulator on Roblox, which is kind of crazy. I didn't expect that to really get that many views. And then posts. This is YouTube posts. Like, I don't really post much, like the community post or whatnot, like the actual like post whatnot. But when it comes to subscribers, though, I've gained over, in the past year, I've gained 129 subscribers, and that is incredible because this channel last year, I believe it grew, I'm not exactly sure. I can't check like in the past 2 years, unfortunately. I wish it would show me like how many I gained last year, but nonetheless, 129 subscribers is incredible. And I just want to say that, starting 2026, I want to post consistently. I don't want to just spam posts of just me like, winning an Overwatch game or winning a 2K game with like 10 points and 10 rebounds and then like 10 assists, and then we barely won by like 1 point, and that was like a lucky shot somehow, or like it was like a free throw that got us the win. I don't want to post those kind of videos. I generally do like think about sometimes how like, okay, I like to post like pure gameplay, non-edited, like, not edit out my deaths and just make it look like I'm such a professional player and make me look like I'm a top 500 player in the entire multiverse, because I'm editing out my deaths. A lot of top 500 streamers and YouTubers and Twitch streamers in general, or just Overwatch players, edit out their deaths to make it look like they're not dying. So they'll cut out like, the parts where they're dying and then they're being countering and this and that. I like to post my full experience and, just overall like the flaws in my gameplay so I can rewatch it and so you guys can watch it and call out the flaws, or maybe like, you can learn from my mistakes. That's the kind of guy I am, is that I don't want to lie to you guys, and I don't want to like, I love to post content I enjoy, of course, as well. You see, I like to post content that I enjoy and I like to look back at, and just memories overall. My main priority for you guys is to make sure you're entertained and you love the video content, and to make sure that I'm posting memories that I enjoyed, you know? So when I'm laughing, I'm having a great time, I'm like, yeah, this is definitely going to be a video, because, you know, YouTube is just a way to, like, just post memories and be able to, like, you know, experience or show your experience with, you know, your friends you had on a random weekend, you know, playing 2K. You know, maybe I did only drop, like, you know, 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists, but we were just laughing the whole time because the guy I was guarding just kept, like, airballing or kept missing or kept going out of bounds or something like that, and he got kicked out, and then his AI kept missing. You know, maybe that was funny. Or maybe we're just playing an Overwatch match where it's just like we're just winning by like 100%. We haven't, you know, died a single time. Or maybe we are losing and, you know, I'm having fun, you know? Same thing with the Fortnite video. I stopped just posting only win Fortnite videos because at the end of the day, you know, you guys are like, oh, he's just going to post another win, you know? Like, it's just like, oh, he's going to win. So what makes this video intriguing? What makes this video, like, really, like, you know, thrilling? And I stopped posting win-only videos because, you know, gotta mix up a little bit. And sometimes, you know, I have fun when I lose sometimes, you know. I don't like losing, but, like, sometimes I'll drop, like, 17 kills or 11 kills, and, you know, I'll be in, like, 5th place at minimum, and I'll lose because I'm getting teamed up on or something like that. And that's just an experience I want to show you guys, that I'm losing because of certain scenarios, but I still played incredible, and I felt like it was worth sharing. Nonetheless, though, I'm most definitely gonna work on the thumbnails. Whether it just be a simple text title on it and just like typing it, or, you know, like for my 2K thumbnails, you know, I always make sure that I edit something cool for them. Like my LeBron James Miami Heat one, I worked pretty hard on that, and it took me like 30 minutes, I'd say, because I had to find a good image of LeBron James in Miami Heat, just showing like how great of a player he was in Miami. And then I showed the badges and I showed the shades. I had to type all that and this and that, find the colors that match the text font color and whatnot, or the logo color and whatnot for their teams they played for. And it just took like 30 minutes, and I was like, you know what, I'm pretty happy about this. And that video has currently, I believe, 600 views. So I'm really impressed with that, and I'm gonna make sure I, you know, put out better quality content and overall try harder. Because you guys got to remember also, I'm a college student, I'm a freshman in college, and I passed all my college classes, but at the same time, it was stressful, guys. You know, I almost had to write an essay every week, and that's just the college life. And, you know, I want to be a photographer for the NBA or the NFL, or maybe even like a wedding photographer, or maybe just an article writer for ESPN or Bleach Reports or something like that. You know, just because of the fact that, like, I love the media. I love being surrounded by the media, and I love, you know, just like sharing my thoughts and, you know, covering, like, even if it will be something simplistic like LeBron dunking at 50 years old, you know, that is a memory in time that's frozen. And it's just like, you can see like the athleticism at LeBron James when he's 50 years old. You can see the crowd's reaction and the love that his fans gave him, and the love that, like, you know, say he's playing for the Lakers in 50 years, or I mean, not 50 years, that'd be crazy. He was playing at 90 years old, but maybe he is, bro. Maybe LeBron James will play at 90 years old, and I can capture, you know, the time era, the fan support, his athleticism, and how he took a dunk, what kind of dunk it was, something simplistic like that. And overall, I view myself as a creative person and someone who's, you know, just like, I don't know, I'm determined, and I'm very like competitive when it comes to that kind of stuff. And I want to learn how to edit proper videos and edit thumbnails. Editing the thumbnails is the easiest part about editing a video. It's just the fact of like adding background music and stuff like that. Like, you know, if you guys remember C-Day's editing, you know, back in the Fortnite days when Fortnite was in its prime, of course, you know, that was some of the best editing that you could that was some of the best editing that was around. He was probably like him, Corey X Kenshin, Markiplier, and yeah, maybe Jacksepticeye. Maybe I could be wrong about Jacksepticeye being one of the best editors of that around that time era. I think that, you know, definitely C-Day and Corey X Kenshin and Markiplier were definitely some of the best editing or editors. Like, I don't know if Markiplier edits his own videos. I don't think he does. Which, I mean, if I hired an editor, that'd be great. You know, I could set myself up and the channel up for more success, and obviously I can get some recognition for the editor, of course. But nonetheless, guys, I just want to tell you that for 2026, I am going to work absolutely hard on making thumbnails and trying to learn how to edit videos and trying to push out better content that I enjoy. And I know I say that all the time. You know, you're like, Saigon, you say that all the time, bro. You say you want to push out better content by getting better at the game and, you know, just like try-harding and counter-swapping and this and that. But that doesn't make the gameplay more entertaining, Saigon. That's just you trying harder and trying to win the game for your rank. And that only benefits you, really. and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to make the content more enjoying and enjoyable and entertaining overall, you know. And yes, that is absolutely true, but I feel like at the same time, if you want to be, you know, like, I don't know, like my kind of gaming style and my channel style is just more of like not necessarily casual gameplay, but it's more competitive gameplay, and so you guys can learn but also have fun, you know. Like I feel like a lot of people have like really good breakdown videos for certain characters and how to play them, but at the same time it's just like, you know, like I don't know, it's not necessarily fun watching it. It's like reading a book essentially, you know. Like I love reading books and I love reading manga, you know. I'm caught up on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I finished Jujutsu Kaisen, I finished Demon Slayer, and I've read plenty of books in school, of course, bro, but at the same time it's like, you know, I don't know. It's just like when it comes to video games, you know, you just want to play the game. You just want to see visually, you know. Like I feel like people learn visually better, you know. That's just my opinion. Like for example, I mean, like if I'm breaking this down and if I'm explaining it to you, right, and I'm talking about it, you know, instead of like showing you visually, that's gonna be more difficult for you to learn a combo. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I learn personally. Obviously, I mean, when it comes to college, bro, if you guys do care about actually truly like the best learning experience, I mean, obviously, like, pay attention to what your professor's saying, write down notes, copy the notes, right, you know, revise the notes, like revisit the notes, and then put them notes into like a Kahoot or a Quizlet or something like that, and do those notes and do like group studies as well too, of course. But nonetheless, that's college. That's not video games. I mean, it could be video games. Maybe that'll help you learn video games, is like watching people visually play and watching people, like, you know, commentate while they play the game, and like, you know, your friends are all playing this character and they're learning the experience of how to play the character. But at the same time, you know, I just don't see people doing that. You know, it'd be crazy if they had a gaming school. They probably do have a gaming school, but I just haven't seen a college dedicated to gaming and people getting scholarships for gaming. Hey, but maybe one day, you know, one day. But at the end of the day, guys, I just want you to know that I really appreciate the channel's growth, and I hope that we'll hit the goal of 700 subscribers or 750 subscribers by the end of 2026, because I would love to enter the year 2027 with 700 subscribers, and then the growth just continues, you know. The growth just continues. And of course, my main goal is that I want to hit a diamond play button. I want to get 10 million subscribers. I do. I absolutely would love to hit 10 million subscribers. I feel like every YouTuber wants to hit 100 or 500 million subscribers or 1 billion subscribers. Every YouTuber, maybe they don't want the fame and the popularity and the attention, but I promise you, they want to get extra revenue. They want to provide extra revenue to either charities or their family or to themselves. You know, whatever they want the money for, you know, they want more of it. I promise you, that's how everyone is, bro. You know, like I said, whether it's like going to charity or going to people they know and care about, or people that, you know, they just want to support, or themselves, or to a game, I promise you, bro, the goal is that obviously, like, every YouTuber wants to make money. I'm gonna keep it real. And I would love to make money from just doing YouTube, bro. It's like low-key a dream job besides photography, bro. You know, but at the end of the day, bro, I just want to be able to hit the goal and be able to make people happy and entertain them and be able to, like, make their day less stressful, bro. Because when I watch content that I actually enjoy, it's like, you know, I'm enjoying it. I feel like, you know, I've been watching Dexter recently, you know, Dexter Morgan on Paramount, and it's a pretty interesting show. You know, of course, I've been wanting to read some manga too. You know, I've been wanting to revisit Bleach and just like watch the anime, because I've never finished the anime, being realistic. I read a little bit more of the manga, and I watched a little bit of the anime too, but it has a lot of filler. Not necessarily a lot of filler, but like it has some filler in it. Like, I don't know. But nonetheless, I absolutely would love to read more manga and read more anime, and I don't know. Leave some recommendations. And to everyone that watched this video fully and made it to 14 minutes and 23 seconds, I want to say thank you so much. Truly. I love you guys, and I wish you guys had a great year, right? 2025, if it wasn't your year, that's okay. You still have 2026, and if 2026 isn't your year already, you got 2027. But nonetheless, I hope for nothing but success and greatness for you guys, and I hope that 2025 was the perfect year for you guys, and 2026 is even better. I truly wish that everyone that genuinely watches this channel, like whether it be frequently and daily and is a great supporter of mine, or even if this person is like, you know, the person watching as of right now and this is your first impression of me, I genuinely hope that you have an incredible day and a great night. Like I said, I hope 2025 was an incredible year for you guys and you guys succeeded, you know, whether it was a major goal you hit or only small goals. You know, small goals are important, bro. You know, whether it be like, you know, jumping from like a C plus to like a B minus or a C plus to an A plus, you know, in a grade, or, you know, achieving like a social media goal like gaining like 100 subscribers, or even gaining like 10,000 subscribers, or even like 20 subscribers. That is still an improvement. All right, so thank you guys for watching. This is my 2026 entrance video, and I want you guys to know that I love you guys, and I'm going to post better content, I'm going to play better, I'm going to do better, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a great day and a great night, like I said. All right?